What's up, guys? Get ready to dive into the wild world of art, and I'm not talking about your grandma's paintings, unless your grandma's secretly a rebel artist, then maybe. Today we're exploring the most ridiculous, unbelievable, and some might even say, stupid art pieces ever created. We're talking about bananas taped to walls, invisible sculptures, and even art made from, well, you'll just have to wait and see. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about art because things are about to get wild.
All right, let's kick things off with a bang, or more like a peel. Picture this. A banana, a regular, everyday banana, duct taped to a wall. That's it, that's the art.
This masterpiece, titled Comedian, was the brainchild of Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan. It was displayed at Art Basel Miami Beach, a super prestigious art fair. Some saw it as a deep commentary on consumerism, others as a giant middle finger to the art world. Whatever it was, it sparked a global conversation.
Someone actually ate the original banana. The price tag came with instructions. The banana can be replaced.
If someone can sell a banana on a wall for that much, maybe I should start duct taping random stuff together and calling it art. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you think this banana art is genius or garbage. Get ready to have your minds blown because we're going back in time to 1917, when a dude named Marcel Duchamp decided to shake up the art world with a urinal. You heard me right, a urinal.
He called it Fountain, signed it Armut, and submitted it to an exhibition in New York City. Now you might think they laughed him out of the building, but nope, they actually put it on display. Of course, people were outraged. They were like, this is plumbing, not art. But Duchamp was making a statement. He was challenging the very definition of art, saying that anything can be art if an artist says it is. And you know what? He kind of had a point.
Fountain became one of the most famous and controversial works of art ever. It's a symbol of Dadaism, an art movement that emerged after World War I and basically said, the world's gone crazy, so let's make some crazy art.
So next time you're using the restroom, take a moment to appreciate the humble urinal. You never know, it might just be $1 million masterpiece in the making.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really abstract. We're talking about invisible art. Yes, you heard that right, art that you can't even see, and someone paid $18,000 for it.
This masterpiece of nothingness is called Io Sono, which means I am in Italian, and was created by Italian artist Salvatore Garo. So what exactly did this lucky buyer get for their hard-earned cash? Well, they got a certificate of authenticity and a set of instructions on how to display the invisible sculpture, which apparently requires a 5-foot by 5-foot empty space. That's it. No paint, no canvas, no chiseling, just pure, unadulterated nothing.
Now I know what you're thinking. This is a scam. They're selling air. And hey, maybe it is. But Garau argues that his work is about the power of imagination. He says that even though we can't see it, the sculpture exists in the space it occupies. Honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this one. Is it genius? Is it a load of hot air? You tell me. Chapter 4. He ate what? This guy devoured an entire plane. Meet Michel Lotito, the man with the strongest stomach on the planet. This Frenchman ingested metal, rubber, and glass.
Lotito was famous for eating things that would make your stomach churn. His most mind-blowing feat? Eating an entire Cessna 150 airplane.
Not a model airplane, but a real-life, single-engine aircraft. He consumed it over 2 years, from 1978 to 1980. He'd break down metal parts, munch on glass, and swallow rubber.
Doctors were baffled by his ability to digest these objects. Even with pica, his ability to eat a plane is extraordinary.
Lotito passed away in 2007, but his legacy lives on.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chapter 5. $4.30 million for this mess? The Unmade Bed Masterpiece. Alright, imagine rolling out of bed one morning, leaving your sheets in a tangled mess. And then bam, some art collector calls it a masterpiece and throws millions of dollars at you. Sounds crazy, right?
Well, that's exactly what happened to artist Tracy Emin and her controversial artwork, My Bed.
Back in 1999, Emin decided to showcase her unmade bed, complete with dirty sheets, empty vodka bottles, cigarette butts, and even used condoms, as a piece of art. It was a snapshot of her life at the time, a raw and unfiltered look at her struggles with depression and a messy breakup. The art world, as you can imagine, went nuts.
Some people were disgusted, calling it trash and a disgrace to art. Others praised its honesty and vulnerability, seeing it as a powerful statement about the human experience. Love it or hate it, My bed sparked a huge debate about what constitutes art and the role of the artist in society.
And guess what? It sold for a whopping $4.3 million at auction. So the next time your mom yells at you to make your bed, just tell her you're creating a $1 million masterpiece. Chapter 6. This artist paints with blood. Get ready for a wild ride into the world of macabre art with Vincent Castiglia, the artist who ditches the traditional paintbrush for a much more, shall we say, visceral medium, his own blood.
That's right. Castiglia creates hauntingly beautiful and incredibly detailed paintings using his own blood as paint. Now, before you think this is just shock value, Castiglia's art goes beyond the initial you factor.
He sees his blood as the most personal and powerful medium he can use, a direct connection between his body, his emotions, and his art. His paintings often depict dark and surreal imagery, exploring themes of life, death, addiction, and the human condition. And the fact that they're created with his own blood adds an extra layer of intensity and intimacy to his work.
Castiglia meticulously collects his blood over months, using sterile medical equipment to ensure safety. He then mixes it with different mediums to achieve various shades and textures. It's a painstaking and physically demanding process, but Castiglia believes it's the only way he can truly express himself.
Hold your noses, folks, because we're diving into the world of cow dung art. Yes, you heard me right. Artist Chris O'Feely isn't afraid to get his hands dirty, literally, using elephant dung as a key material in his paintings.
Now, before you turn away in disgust, hear me out. O'Feely's use of dung isn't just about shock value. He sees it as a way to connect with his African heritage and challenge traditional Western notions of beauty and art.
He often incorporates dung into his paintings of black figures, creating textured surfaces and incorporating it into the actual imagery. It's a bold statement about race, identity, and the materials we consider worthy of art.
O'Feely's work has sparked controversy and protests, with some people calling it offensive and disrespectful. But others see it as a powerful commentary on colonialism, racism, and the complexities of cultural identity.
Remember Chris O'Feely, the artist who wasn't afraid to incorporate elephant dung into his paintings? Well, he's back. And this time, his use of dung sparked a whole new level of controversy.
In 1999, O'Feely unveiled his most famous and infamous artwork, the Holy Virgin Mary, at the Brooklyn Museum of Art in New York City. The painting depicted a black Madonna adorned with elephant dung, glitter, and images from pornographic magazines.
As you can imagine, all hell broke loose. People were outraged, calling the painting blasphemous and offensive to Christians. The mayor of New York City at the time, Rudy Giuliani, even tried to shut down the entire museum.
O'Feely defended his work, saying that it wasn't meant to be disrespectful, but rather a celebration of black womanhood and a challenge to traditional representations of the Virgin Mary.
The controversy surrounding the Holy Virgin Mary sparked a national debate about freedom of expression, censorship, and the role of religion in art. It was a defining moment in the art world, showing how art can be a powerful tool for social commentary and how it can ignite strong emotions and reactions. Remember Abraham Poincheval, the guy who lived as a bear for 2 weeks? Well, he's back with another mind-boggling performance. This time he outdid himself by spending an entire week living inside a rock. Yes, you heard that right.
Poincheval had a 12-ton boulder hollowed out to create a small living space, just big enough for him to lie down, sit up, and basically exist in complete darkness and isolation. He had minimal supplies, no communication with the outside world, and only a small hole for air and food.
So why on earth would anyone choose to live inside a rock for a week? Poincheval's goal was to explore the concepts of time, confinement, and the limits of human perception. He wanted to experience what it felt like to be completely cut off from the world, to feel the weight of time passing slowly and intensely.
His rock performance, like his other stunts, was met with a mix of awe, confusion, and even criticism. Some people saw it as a profound exploration of the human condition, while others thought it was just plain crazy.
Love him or hate him, you gotta admit, Poincheval's performances are anything but boring. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 of the most ridiculous, unbelievable, and thought-provoking works of art ever created. From bananas taped to walls to elephant dung masterpieces, we've seen it all. I hope you enjoyed this wild ride through the world of art. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more mind-blowing content, and let me know in the comments which piece of art you thought was the most ridiculous. And trust me, we've only just scratched the surface. The art world is full of bizarre, fascinating, and sometimes downright crazy creations, and I can't wait to explore more of them with you. Stay tuned for more.